Hi, my name is Marin Turkovic. I'm the founder and CEO of AdScanner. Welcome to our presentation where we'll be talking about business models and opportunities for telcos based on their very own television data. We do get asked, TV, why should I even bother with TV? Isn't TV dying? And while TV usage is going down among certain segments, I always like to show one metric that is very important to the industry, and it's actually TV advertising spend, which is going up pretty stably. Particularly, I like to point out Amazon, Google, and Facebook, and just show how much they have increased their own TV ad spending over the last couple of years, which has been an amazing progress. So when it comes to the intersection of TV or video and telco, there have been a number of amazing developments over the last few years and a lot of buzzwords and cases and new business models flying around. Addressable TV, programmatic TV, general measurement, audience data, data monetization. Those have been kind of toppings flying around. And really, if you're a telco, you will be in touch, or you would have come in touch with those topics during the last couple of years, one way or the other. So the overall question is right now, if you are a telco and you do have a TV product, OTT, cable, IPTV, whatever, are you using and monetizing your own proprietary TV data or not? And if not, you really, really should. And we want to show you a few ways. What are the general business models that come out of those opportunities and what we do to help you with them? So we want to show you four big types of benefits, big types of opportunities that come out of TV data monetization. And the first one is TV currency and cross-device matching. What that means is, right now there's a big development and a very, very hot topic in the advertiser and agency world, and they're asking for a next stage in cross-media measurement. What that means is that they don't want TV performance to be measured in a silo anymore, online performance, other media performance to be measured in silos. They want to have an integrated approach. And as it happens, telcos are sitting on a gold mine of the data that is necessary for this kind of cross-device and convergent approach. And that is return path TV data. So you have large scales of raw data, user, household, device-based data that is really ideal to be matched, to serve as the base for not only a transparent TV measurement and a new kind of TV currency, but really a transparent and advanced currency for a new convergent world between TV and online. This just means that you can give reach of campaigns and channels to advertisers and agencies, but you can also, for the first time, do something like cross-media retargeting and cross-media remarketing. What that means, maybe a user or a family watches live football on TV at Saturday night or Sunday night, and then you can retarget them on digital channels with really targeted specific ads the next day or even the same day. It's fantastic opportunities there. The second benefit is kind of derived from the first benefit in a sense that telcos will automatically be among the biggest advertisers in each country. So they will be among those who spend the most money on TV and media advertising in general. So by using your own proprietary data, so finding the best performances, the most reach, and the most benefit, the biggest benefit from individual placements, you can really outperform the competition. Again, by using your own data in-house instead of relying on third parties, whoever is the currency in your market, such as Nielsen or GfK or whatever. So using first-party proprietary data as a competitive advantage in a field where you spend a lot of money anyway. The next benefit is pretty much our biggest buzzword in our world right now, which is addressable TV. Addressable TV as an offer, as a product, or even as a cooperation with other tech companies. Many players in this field are kind of dealing with addressable in a sense that they technologically want to answer the question, how will I serve content A to household or device A and content B to household or device B at the same time? And that's a good question. That's a very, very valuable proposition there. But the winning formula must be based on audience intelligence and audience data. What that means is it's not just about how will I serve something to a certain household, it's also about what do I know about them? What do I know about the users in that household? How much can I learn about their viewing habits? What segments do they belong to? And which kind of interest clusters do they have? Only then, only this can be the basis for real addressable TV campaigns that agencies and tech companies, publishers, and DSPs want to build on. So give them rich data that can be used for targeting and that really gives them high value segment data and not just solving the technological jump between the last mile to the addressable content and the addressable message in the end. The fourth benefit lies in the content category. Telcos spend a lot of money and time on putting together the best portfolio they can of channels, of broadcasters, of content for their clients. This means that they have to deal with content providers and broadcasters in paying them for that content, negotiating deals with them. And there they really shouldn't rely on third-party data if they already have the best possible first-party data, meaning do not rely on someone else to tell you how much a certain package is worth, what is the performance of a certain package of certain channels with your users, what exactly are your clients willing to pay more for, what isn't working so well for them in terms of single channels or even time slots or even specific content. You really all have all of these information, all of this data, you have it in-house, it just needs to be picked from your raw data, crunched, put into metrics and then visualized so that you can, by the press of a button, when you go into content negotiations, you can really tell the other party what their content is worth to you based on your first party insights. So how can we as AdScanner actually help? What do we actually do? And we approach this for telcos from two different perspectives, from two different technologies. One technology, which is proprietary from us, is we created a video recognition algorithm that will automatically identify what is shown in the stream, what is shown on television, which is specialized specifically really on recognizing TV ad campaigns, which we call ad harvesting. So meaning if there's a Coca-Cola ad running in a linear or non-linear campaign or stream, we will identify it and say, hey, there's been a Coca-Cola on this channel at this time. On the other side, we answer the question, who's actually watching? And this is where we really rely on telco data, use it in its raw form, clean it, put it through our pipeline, transform it into the metrics so that we can really say, this is the market share of certain channels, this is the value of campaigns that we have identified, and this is really how it stacks up against other campaigns and other channels based on the telco's data. And for us, it doesn't really matter if it's IPTV, if it's cable TV, if it's any kind of OTT box. The important thing is that the raw data gets to us in a raw form, we crunch it through our system and feed it back into our system or into APIs in a really up-valued way. Then afterwards, together, this data is merged into our what we call the cockpits, which is essentially a dashboard and visualization solution where you can either as an advertiser log on to, as a telco log on to, or any kind of client from us. You can draw reports from there, you can manipulate the data in real time, and you can create notifications and APIs to other systems. With this, we are already present with cooperations with telcos in Germany, Austria, Croatia, Bulgaria, and Serbia. And our main client groups, this is a very important part. It's not just about us getting data and then reselling it. We monetize for our telco partners. And we monetize in such a way that we approach not just the telco internally, but also advertisers in the market, agencies in the market, broadcasters in the market, and what you can see on the right and lower right is publishers and DSPs. So all the parties who would be interested in this data, we don't just leave our telco partners alone with it, because we know it's tough and it's very challenging to monetize in a completely new silo, in a completely new business environment for them. We also take charge of this monetization and client-facing part of the journey. So we go towards them either under our name or under the telco's name and help them really get the most out of the data. Because many of us have a telco background, it's really easy to work with us as a telco. We have really good insights into decision-making processes on telco side. So we don't just come with the final technology and say, hey, have fun integrating it and see you in 5 years. We really help telcos from stage one, strategic consulting. So learning about how much is your data actually worth, what can be done with it, over POCs and first implementations, to really then full external monetizations and really ready to market addressable TV business models and addressable TV products. So thanks for tuning in. I really hope I could raise your interest in this topic. Feel free to hit me up here in the Q&A sessions or find me on LinkedIn. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.